In this tutorial, I'll be going over how to do the raised stem stitch. To start this stitch, make some straight stitches across a shape. For the example, I'm going to be working this stitch from top to bottom, so I'm going to make horizontal stitches. Each stitch should be evenly spaced out along the shape. Once you've entirely filled in the shape this way, you're going to start at the top left corner and go up through the fabric. Keep the working thread to the left side and place your needle underneath the first stitch you made. Pull your working thread through, keeping the thread to the left again, you'll place your needle underneath the second stitch. Repeat this process for each horizontal stitch. If you feel like your needle is snagging on the stitches, a tapestry needle, which is a blunt needle, is a lot easier to use. Once you have worked your way all the way down each horizontal stitch, you're going to go back down through the fabric at the very bottom stitch. Start at the very top again, directly beside the first row of stitches you just worked. Make sure to keep your working thread to the left side so that the stitches will lay neatly together. You'll repeat each of these rows until you've filled in the entire shape and all of the horizontal stitches are covered up. I really like to use this stitch for things like baskets, so I wanted to share an example of a shape that's a little bit more irregular. This time I'm going to be working the stitch from left to right, so I made vertical stitches and the sides kind of taper in, so I made shorter stitches on the left and right sides. You'll begin working the stitch the same exact way. This time I'm just keeping the working thread below where I'm stitching. Once you've filled in the shorter stitches along the sides, I just start my thread along the outline of the shape, so it's a little bit to the left of the next vertical stitch. To fill in the flowers, I just made some straight stitches around the circles that I marked on the fabric using 4 strands of thread. And then I fluffed up the stitches a little bit by placing my needle underneath each of the stitches, just to give it a little bit more dimension. I kept the stems really simple. I just used straight stitches and a few back stitches here and there, but you can use things like stem stitch or split stitch for the stems as well. Then for each of the centers of the flowers, I used some brown thread and I made French knots in the middle. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Like and subscribe if you would like to see more.